A 16-year-old found dead inside a minivan. Breaking now, a 911 operator who took a call from Kyle Plush didn't give specific information about the van to officers.
Some of the most critical developments today. That 911 operator is now on administrative leave. The Hamilton County prosecutor has launched an investigation into the teen's death. And we also know the Honda Odyssey Plush was trapped inside, was not subject to any recall. 9 on Your Side has several teams dedicated to getting you answers about this student's tragic death. Tom McKee is standing by with more calls for an investigation and calls to police from Plush's mother. First, though, Ashley Zilka has the new information released by police just about 90 minutes ago now. Ashley?
Well, Tanya and Craig, Chief Elliot Isaac promised a thorough and lengthy investigation into Kyle Plush's death. He will be interviewing everyone who was involved that day. We do now know Amber Smith, the dispatcher who took the second call from Kyle, like you said, she is now on administrative leave. Isaac says Smith did not provide critical information to District 2 officers who were still on Seven Hills School property. The CPD officers spent about 11 minutes searching 5 parking lots but could not locate Plush, who said he was trapped in a van. Now, Plush called back, and that's when Isaac says Smith got involved. He says she didn't pass on the make, model, or color of the teenager's van, all information that he provided.
This was a horrific tragedy. What I say is that we share in their heartbreak around this. Police officers, firefighters, and even our emergency dispatch personnel, you get into this because you want to help. And something went wrong here, and we need to find out why we weren't able to provide that help that we hope we could have.
Now, at this point, police have not formally interviewed Smith. Isaac says Smith did press the tone to indicate she was having trouble on the line. Reporting live, Ashley Zilka, 9 on Your Side.
Thank you, Ashley. And as mentioned, there are calls for multiple investigations into why it took 6 hours to finally find Plush after his first call for help into 911. 9 on Your Side's Tom McKee is live with the latest information. Tom?
Well, we're going to have 2 investigations going on. One is into Cincinnati Police 911 communications, and 2, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office is going to look into things as well. Both played a role in trying to locate 16-year-old Kyle Plush, who said he was trapped in his van on a Seven Hills School parking lot.
Indications are the Anderson Township teenager got caught under the third-row seats of his Honda Odyssey and couldn't get out. The Seven Hills High School sophomore called 911 around 3:15 p.m. on Tuesday, saying he was trapped. A Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy on special detail at the school checked out the report in the parking lot of the school's resale store, but didn't find anything.
You guys couldn't find any van with anybody stuck in it, but I just wanted to go around and double check one more time.
Meanwhile, Kyle called 911 a second time, saying it was hard to breathe and tell his mother he loved her. It was 5 hours later, around 8 o'clock, when Kyle's mother called Hamilton County Dispatch saying he was missing.
My son never came home from school, and we thought he was at a tennis match. 16 years old. He was driving a gold Honda van.
You said that you think that he was at a tennis match. Does he have a cell phone?
He never went to the tennis match. One of my friends called the coach and just a few minutes ago, and the coach said he never went to the tennis match.
Kyle's mother said his phone still showed him at the school, and he was found about an hour later. A small memorial with the letter K, flowers, and stuffed bears has been placed at the entrance to the parking lot. Cincinnati Council member Amy Murray wants a full investigation of what happened. She's had 2 children at the school and says Kyle's parents need answers.
No parent should have to go through that, and you know, my heart just breaks for the school and for the parents and all of his friends. And you know, he did what he needed to do. He called 911, and we need to look and see what happened after that call and how this could have been prevented and what we can do in the future.
Of course, that investigation is underway right now. Chief Elliot Isaac said an internal probe is going to be started, at least on the Cincinnati police side of things. Meanwhile, the family is finalizing funeral plans for Kyle through the T.P. White Funeral Home in Mount Washington, but they are incomplete at this hour. Tom McKee, 9 on Your Side, live at Cincinnati Police Headquarters in the West End.
All right, Tom, thanks so much. You know, today we did learn this isn't the first time the Plush family has dealt with life-changing circumstances surrounding 16-year-old Kyle. They filed a lawsuit against Children's Hospital on Kyle's behalf. This was back in 2003. Court records show Kyle had a spinal tap when he was 6 months old because of a vitamin K deficiency. That lawsuit states that Kyle had an injury, blood clotting or bruising in the process, and the doctors failed to order appropriate follow-up tests. The Plush family claimed that, among other things, Kyle suffered disfigurement and diminished enjoyment of life from that incident. The lawsuit was later dismissed. It's not clear if there was a monetary settlement. There is a prayer gathering tonight for Plush at Mercy Montessori. That's where he attended school from kindergarten till the 6th grade. So here's a statement from the school's principal. Kyle's gentle spirit made it a joy for others to be around him. We lovingly remember Kyle as creative, vibrant, and kind. Tonight we celebrate Kyle, who was a truly remarkable child. By the way, that gathering is at 7 tonight.